Hey guys, and welcome to the last game of the first season with Swansea City and me, NG Paradox. Now, today's game is going to be potentially crazy. The last game is against Chelsea. It's going to be a very tough game. They are first place currently, I think, in the league. And we're going to go over quickly what happened the last month before I show you the table. And you can see, just from the games we've had this month, and the table, that this has been crazy. This has been a crazy time. It's been such a fun journey. Last time you saw us, we played Crystal Palace. We drew 2-2. And that was very disappointing. That loss of points, it should have been a game we should have been winning. And I think that loss of points there, look at that, the 92nd minute. That loss of 2 points is possibly going to haunt us. That is definitely a possibility, but you'll see why in just a second. After that game, we came up against Man City. And this is Man City, you know. Pep has been sacked earlier in the season. So obviously they got a new manager in. But somehow we managed to win 1-0. Can you believe it? We had Man City come to the Liberty Stadium. This was a game, obviously, we needed to win. We needed to get points against Man City or Liverpool if we wanted to try and get into Europe, which is not something that was on the cards at the beginning of the season. And we did it. I could not believe it. And look at these stats. You know, possession-wise, we were able to hold it quite well. And we were able to stop Man City from getting good shots. And Jordan got a goal in the 94th minute. I was just overjoyed. Again, I wish that was a match that I recorded. There have been so many good matches this year that I wish we'd recorded. But obviously, if I recorded every game, this series would be, you know, 36 parts long every season. We'd never get through a season. It would take so long for us to progress. So that's why I don't do it. After that, then we played against Liverpool, and obviously Liverpool were one of the other teams who were right next to us. Really wanted to get a result against them, and obviously beating Man City did kind of give me a bit of confidence, but it just wasn't meant to be. Liverpool were at home, and they were just unbeatable in this game. We couldn't get anything from them. You can see here, Sebastian Coates scored, then Sanchez got an equaliser, and I thought when we got to half-time it was 1-0. I was like, okay, we're not getting many shots, but we're still in the game. This could still be ours, but we came back on. James Milner, a veteran obviously of the game, scored in the 48th minute. And so I tried to get something back, and that's why you can see Liverpool got lots of shots. I tried to get back in the game, which maybe was a mistake. And so Liverpool got lots of shots off. Didn't really seem to score until the 91st minute though again, which kind of surprised me. But it didn't make any difference. We lost 3-1. Nothing we could do there. We always knew those two games were going to be difficult, so winning one and losing one, I was quite happy with. You know, getting 3 points, it could easily have been 0 points, so I was very happy just to get those 3 points. And that was on TV. After that, we played against Huddersfield, and this game was crazy. This was probably the best game of the whole year. So obviously, we were in a difficult position there, losing points to Liverpool. Did not mean that we were in a good place in the table. Liverpool had obviously gone ahead of us. There were lots of other teams around us. We wanted to get in the 6th place, basically, if we want to go to Europe. And there's a bit more, it's got a bit more complicated, actually. We'll talk about it in a second. But going to Huddersfield, we had to win this game. They're a team lower in the table. We've got an easier game here. We need to win it. And it ended up being 4-3. And I can tell you what. So many emotions were felt in this match that I don't even know how to explain this match. We're going to try. What happened is Markovic, he scored a goal in the 25th minute. Then Palmer got an equaliser for Huddersfield. So it went to half-time, it was 1-1. And as you can see from the stats, it was pretty equal. It could have gone either way. So I was thinking we need to improve in the second half. So in the second half, we came back on. And what happened was a disaster. Kachunga, he scored in the 74th minute, and then Palmer scored 1 minute later, and it was 3-1 to Huddersfield, and I was just distraught. I was like, we've thrown it away. the penultimate game and we've thrown it away. I mean, obviously, I'm happy whatever happens. If we come top 10, that was my goal. In recent years, I think the highest Swansea have got is 8th, possibly. I think that's what it was. So 8th, obviously, or higher would be incredible. And obviously, Europe would just be amazing. But we're so close, I was thinking we just gone and thrown it away. We got an easier team to play here, and we've thrown it away. But, Markovic scored in the 87th minute, making it 3-2. And I was thinking, okay, interesting. But maybe we could just grab one more goal. So we went full-on overload. You know, before Markovic, I kind of went on attack. I was going on the attack, trying to get a goal back, just because I thought we were 3-1 down. We might as well just go all in and try to get some goals back. Markovic scored, and then Jordan Ayew scored 2 goals in the 95th minute. And there were 6 minutes of added time to this game. It was insanity. It was basically Jordan Ayew scored, and then Huddersfield did kickoff, and we got the ball, and we went back to the other side and scored again. And so we won 4-3, meaning that the last day of this season, anything could happen. I was amazed. Jordan Ayew, what is going on in that head of yours? Look at him. He's getting better. Very nice stats at the moment. 14 million. It was a bit higher earlier in the season, but very happy from there. I moved him into the striker role because Abraham, I think, had to come off, if I remember correctly. Who was it who played? Yeah, Abraham had to come off. Bonnie is actually injured right now, so that's why he didn't play. So there you go. And so next up, we have Chelsea for our last game of the season. Antonio Conte is the manager still at the moment. They've done very well this season. They're second, actually, in the league. Not first. Oh, yes, I remember now. They have the potential to win the league if they beat us. So they're probably going to want to win this match. Jordi Alba they've brought in. He's kind of the only transfer they've brought in. Eduardo went for 16. Was that 1 point? It's 1 point. I thought it was 16. I was just about to say, that seems like a lot of money for an Eduardo. But no, it's 1.6 million. And they got rid of Baba Rahman to Zenit for 8.5 million. Isn't he meant to be quite a good young player? I know he's 23 years old. He's a bit older than I thought, but 15 million valued. Wow. That seems like a good buy that he got there. How much did they pay for Jordi Alba? 64 million potential? That is crazy amounts of money. He is obviously a very good defender. He's obviously very good, and he's valued at 50 million, but still, that is a lot of money. But yeah, we have to get a result against them. Let's have a look at the table as things stand. We're currently sat in 7th position. Yes. And 2 points ahead of us is Bournemouth in 4th. So if we win this game, we could actually get to the Champions League. Now, it's unlikely. Obviously, that would mean Bournemouth, Man City, West Ham. You know, they'd have to lose their games, or Man City and West Ham would have to draw their games, and Bournemouth loses. So that's very unlikely. But if we can win, I have a very good chance. All we've got to do is wait for one of these teams not to win their game, and we can go to Europe in the Europa League if we get 5th or 6th. If we get a draw, we have a chance of beating West Ham. But that's if West Ham lose their game, and of course if Liverpool don't win their game. So there's so many ifs, ands, or buts that it feels very unlikely we're going to get what we want. But it could happen. Anything could happen right now. Bournemouth is playing Arsenal. Very tough game. Also, if you look here, Chelsea and Man United on the same amount of points here. So either of them could win. So Chelsea are going to have to go after us completely. Arsenal could catch up, but they won't have the goal difference to beat Man United. So Arsenal can't win, I would say. The other teams, obviously, who they play, Man City are playing Everton. Liverpool are still right behind us by 1 point. So there you go. It's all really close. We could fall down to 8th at most. So no matter what happens, we're going to be 8th. So I'm happy. That is good in my book. Liverpool are playing Huddersfield, so we do expect them to win that game. Then we got West Ham are playing Stoke. West Ham probably will win that game. And I want to show you something. Look, West Ham are here in 6th position. They were not really in the competition that much before, But look at the schedule. Look at the... Look! What is this? What is this? What have West Ham done? I think their manager, maybe, he was upset that he got, fired in real life. So maybe he's just been giving his players steroids. I have no idea what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 league game wins in a row. That is incredible, and it's brought West Ham up to the top of the table. Now, West Ham's story is not over there. I said before, obviously, 6th position because of the FA Cup. But, have a quick look at this. West Ham versus Southampton is the final for the FA Cup. So if West Ham win the FA Cup, they will go to the Europa League. So that means 7th position might be open if West Ham, stay in these positions. So that is also a possibility. So I'm excited. Anything could happen, and anything can happen, and I'm nervous. I would love for us to go to Europe because we've just gotten this close this whole season. But, maybe it's better if we don't get there, possibly. Also, good news, Nathan Dyer, he's happy. He doesn't want to leave the club anymore. He's excited about the future of the club. So he's decided to stay, which I think is really good for us. I like the sound of that. This is going to be a tough game, guys. Tammy Abraham, obviously, is ineligible because he's a Chelsea loan player. Wilfred Bonney is out with an injury, so we lost both our strikers. But that means you-know-who is going to have to be our striker. Ayew is going to have to be the striker, and we know he can score goals. So I'm not too bothered about that. Hadara is also out, and Wayne Routledge is also out. So those two, not as big a deal for them. Jordi Alba is suspended. That's good to hear. 3 players out. Okay, we don't know who those players are. And Fabregas is doubtful. Now, the shooting accuracy of Chelsea apparently has not been very good this season. So we do want to try and take advantage of that. This is what we're going to use for the last game. Jordan Ayew up front. Dyer has come into the first team with Markovic as well. Happy to see Dyer. Now that he's a happy guy, hopefully he'll perform even better. All the other players are the ones you'd expect. This will be Fernandez's last game. I'll be sad to see him go, but that was my own fault for playing how I normally play and waiting to give contracts in December after I've seen how good they are. Frustrating, but like I said, I was going to bring some new defenders in anyway, so I don't know. Maybe it's not the end of the world, but it is stupid of me. So I apologize for that. We're just going to go counter because we're at home, and their accuracy's been bad. I was told by my scouts to go defensive. I thought about it, but we have to go for a win here. We have to go for a win here, and we can see that Chelsea are bad at shooting. I want to take advantage of that, and we're just getting stuck in. I think also their heading is not very good, and so that's why I'm doing mixed crosses. Yeah, it must be. It must be why, otherwise I would have changed the crosses to low crosses. So I think this is what I've decided upon. I'm going to click the button, and now whatever happens, it's happened. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, this is a big game. The biggest game we've had in Football Manager 2018. The semi-final, that was a big game. Oh, Fabregas is going to play. Hazard, obviously. Pedro is going to be their striker, which is interesting. David Luiz, Rudiger, Christensen. Okay, young defender they're using right there. But overall, lots of great players, especially this left wing. Those two, I think they're both very good, so I don't like that side of the pitch. The players are in very good spirits, attentive and keen to take instructions on board. Let's be passionate. I could say so many things. Okay, we're at home. These fans have been fantastic all season. Go out there and make this last performance one to cheer for. I don't want to get these guys nervous. Obviously, this is not where we would expect to be. These guys are probably not used to this kind of, possibility. So let's just go for that. That's good. Fab, good job, Fab. We want him to be happy. 45 appearances this season. Actually, so is Mawson. I think they've both played every game. That's actually really good. This could be the last time we see Fernandez and Rangel in a Swansea shirt. Do you have any special plans to give them appropriate send-off? Yeah, I couldn't speak more highly of them. They're both great players. Rangel especially. He is just such a great icon for the club. Nathan Dyer's make his 275th league appearance. I'm delighted for him. But there's a lot more things going on today. And here we go. Extended. Better remember to do that. The players have walked on the pitch. Okay, it's time. It's time. Now, we should probably get up a few of these, like, updates. How do I get this up? I guess I could just look at it. Do we click on this? Okay, here we go. I've not actually tried to use this. There we go. We've got the latest scores. I probably just need to look at that. Let's just look at that for now. I'll keep the latest scores up. Dyer gets the ball to Mesa. Down to Sanchez. This should just be the highlight for the beginning of the match. Sanchez back to Mesa. Up to Dyer. Can he swing one in? Do we... Oh, it would be great if we had a good opportunity just in the beginning. Sanchez... Ooh. Sanchez seemed to pass it on to Mesa when he was in a bit of trouble. But I'm liking that we're getting a nice little highlight from the very beginning. Key here with a corner. Doesn't get it to anyone, but Mesa picks up the loose ball, but loses it straight away. No one else can pick it up. Okay. And that's the end of that. So David Luiz and Fabregas are both slightly injured. Hopefully that's good for us, because we have a completely healthy set of players today. Okay, Ayew, come on the counter, guys. Exactly what we wanted to play for. Markovic, Ayew's in the center. Ayew's there. Get it to him. Ah, too many defenders around him. Mesa. Dyer. Dyer doesn't get the ball there. Arsenal, though, are beating Bournemouth. Arsenal are beating Bournemouth. If we win this game, we could go to the Champions League. How am I even saying this? How has this become a possibility? It's just insanity right now. Okay, Mesa with a free kick. No. Okay. Nothing from that. I don't see other important goals. We're playing well so far. No shots on target on either side, though. But here they come with a corner. I hate corners so much. I hate corners because it just can be a goal from, like, nothing. I mean, obviously, they get a corner from attacking play, so I guess that's the point. Ooh, that was kind of a double tackle there. That was a nice move there. Obviously, good teamwork. Markovic gets up to Sanchez. Sanchez, what was that? Come on. This is such an important game, Sanchez. That's the type of... That's why you won at Bayern Munich, Sanchez. That's why you're not at Bayern Munich right now. Because you're young. You make stupid mistakes like that. And we've dropped down to 8th now. So Liverpool looks like obviously are getting their point. We can't... Okay. This is not terrible. It's just one goal. We can come back. We can come back. Let's have a quick look at the table itself. Yeah, so Liverpool are drawing their game. If we can get a draw, we'll go back to 7th. Which means then West Ham, if they win that final, we should go to Europe. If we can win... We'll get 60. Oh, we would be in... Man City might just fall into the Champions League, which is kind of funny. Just because Bournemouth lost their last game, I really don't want to see Bournemouth go to the Champions League. Just because, like, we've done so well this season, I hate the fact they're getting all the attention so far. Okay, Markovic, what was that? We're letting go of really easy balls right now for them to just attack us from good positions, which is not what I want to see here. It's all going to fall apart in this last game. I mean, it is Chelsea. They are second. They know if they win this game, they could win the whole league. So it's important for them too. I need to remember that. Now, so far, we've had no shots on target, which does not make me feel good. But Dyer has got the ball there. Is he going to get a good ball in? There's no one really there to get it to. Lots of Chelsea defenders. Chelsea, as usual, usually very good at being defensive. 3, obviously, centre-backs. It's making it a bit hard for our attackers, especially with just Ayew being there. It's making it difficult for him to actually get a good shot. We've had 1 shot on target so far, but that's all. We only need 1 good shot on target. Ayew making a run there. He's 1-on-1, and he scores, and he scores. Jordan Ayew doing it for the club, doing it for the Swans. You beautiful man. Ah. Now, how the other thing... Arsenal are destroying Bournemouth, so they're not going well. All the other games... West Ham are actually winning. West Ham might go to the Champions League. Is that what I'm seeing? Yes, they are. So we'd have to hope they win their game in the finals, and then we could go as well to the Europa League. So, West Ham versus Southampton. At the moment, based upon West Ham's performances, I'd go for West Ham to win that, but we can't rely on that, really. Because I was meant to be Southampton in the league. Actually, wait, Southampton got to 2 finals. Huh. I just realised that. Southampton got to the League Cup final because they beat us. And now they've got to the FA Cup final. That is actually quite impressive. Huh. I have to admit, though, actually being knocked out the League Cup, maybe it was good for us. Then again, actually, that's only 1 game. Sorry. I mean, getting knocked out the FA Cup might have been good for us because we got knocked out early on. It meant we could concentrate on the Premier League. Jordan Ayew, he is just the man who always scores when we need him to. That's what happens. Passionate. I'm happy with the performance so far. Yeah. Sanchez, a bit. I should have spoke to Sanchez. Why did I not speak to him? Man City are now winning their game. Well, it looks like we can't beat Man City then, or West Ham, because they're both winning. But we do know if we win our game, we can beat Bournemouth. Ooh. And we know, obviously, if we draw and Liverpool don't win, we can beat Liverpool. We need to just beat Liverpool. As long as we can beat Liverpool, we have a chance still to get to Europe. So that's really what I want to see. 55th minute. We're looking quite good, actually, since the second half started. We're not giving a chance to Chelsea so far, but they are getting a lot of possession of the ball. But that's sometimes how we like to play. Is there anyone I want to take off? Sanchez, I've not been impressed with. Markovic has made a couple of mistakes. Here they go. Drinkwater there with a free kick. Hazard, he can score from anywhere sometimes, and it almost deflected. I'm not sure who kicked that out, but I'm glad whoever did it, but I hate corners. Liverpool is still drawn with Huddersfield. Go on, Huddersfield. Go on, Huddersfield. You can do it. And David Luiz kicks it back. And, oh, and bounces it off Norton. Get it out. That's a good job. Good job. That's all you need to do. Just get the damn ball out. Just get it out, please. And they've done it. 70th minute. We're going to have to make a change. The players still look, you know, not too bad. They don't look too tired, but Mesa does have a yellow card. I've not seen much from him, but Sanchez made a few mistakes. I don't really want to bring on a different winger because I don't trust him. I don't want to take off our striker. I don't trust McBurney in a big game like this. So we'll bring on Carroll for Mesa just because of the yellow card. I don't want a player to go off in a match like this. That would be the worst thing ever. The defenders, I think overall they've done well. It's hard to choose who to take off. We'll see if someone gets injured or gets a yellow. Oh, good job there, Olsen. Get that ball out. Hazard, though, can get the ball back in. He gets it to Drinkwater, and a save by Fab. Good job, Fab. Okay, we got 15 more minutes. Just holding on to this would mean 7th position, which does mean possibility of obviously going to Europa League if West Ham win their final, which is not the thing I'd like. If we can win this game, we will go ahead of Man City and Bournemouth. So if we win this game, we're definitely going to Europe in some shape or form based on the numbers now. Come on, guys. Get a last second goal. Get a last 15-minute goal and just block Chelsea out for the rest of the game. But Chelsea are on the Willan. Willan. Is it Willan or Will-I-Am? It reminds me of like Will-I-Am, but there's an N there. So just, I don't know. Just reminds me of the same kind of sound you might make. 10 minutes. We can do it. If Chelsea score, though, I'm going to be pissed. But we just need to hold on. Do I just hold on for the 1-1? I can't. I need to go for the win here. I have to. Because that means we definitely will go through. But a draw, a loss actually for us will mean we definitely won't go to Europe. But a win means we definitely do. A draw means maybe. So we have to go for this win here. Carroll, though, just letting the ball just kind of go over his head. He just watched it. Oh, okay. Alonso just kicked the ball out there. Let's bring someone on. Some fresh... Maybe I do bring on Narsing a bit here. Key has not been great. Let's bring on Leon Britton for him. Leon Britton, you know, he's the captain of the team. He's a great player. I want to bring him on for the last game of the season. Do I bring on Rangel for Norton? I can't risk it, can I? Let's bring on Narsing for Markovic, just to kind of bring them some fresh legs, give him a bit of pace on the side. That's probably the good thing to do. Narsing brings a lot of pace, so I think that's just what we want to go for right now. That could just get us a last-second goal. Just getting the ball to him and he just runs and does a cross. Like Dyer, that's basically what Dyer does all the time. Okay, although Chelsea have the ball now. They keep taking the ball for us. We got the ball back. Hold on to the... He kicked the ball out. Luckily we got it back. Hold on to the ball and make something, guys. Dyer does the ball. This is exactly the same as last time. Are you scores! I can't believe it! I can't believe this. Are you scores, and he's going to make sure Chelsea does not win the Premier League. Is that just what's happened? We are now in 5th. That is Europa League. If West Ham were to lose, where's West Ham? Where's West Ham? If Stoke were to score, we'd go to the Europa League, but Chelsea now cannot win the Premier League at this moment in time. Even if they get a draw, I don't think they can win based on Man City's game. My dogs are actually celebrating. I'm not even joking. The dogs are actually, like, celebrating behind me. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, guys. This is a big moment. Don't ruin this for me, puppies. Stop it, Butter. Bubble. Stop it. I've written Carol, though. Narsing. Can they get another goal? And Dyer scores another one. What has happened? Chelsea are falling apart at the seams. They have completely botched up the end of the season. We're going to Europe. I can't believe it. We're actually going to Europe. Oh my god. This has been my favorite first season ever. Normally the first seasons I find I just maybe do okay. Do slightly better than expectations. But this one, we destroyed expectations. They're going to score. They can't even score from there. Fab, you great boy, man, you thing. I can't speak anymore. I'm just so overcome with happiness. Where's West Ham? West Ham are winning 2-0. We letting it go. Okay, guys. Hey, puppies. Puppies. Sorry, the puppies are getting angry because Chelsea scored. Guys. Puppies, stop it. I'm going to have to unpause. Puppies, stop it. Stop it. Sorry about that. They got a bit upset because they thought maybe that helped Chelsea win. No, puppies, it's okay. We're winning 3-2. That third goal was so important then because Chelsea were about to score. Narsing just throws the ball across. West Ham won 2-0. That does mean we don't go to the Champions League. And it just shows you that obviously that game against Crystal Palace, if we'd have just won that, we would be going to the Champions League. That's how crazy this season's been. Swansea almost made it to the Champions League, except for a last-minute goal. But then again, we scored a ton of last-minute goals. That really worried me. Just, Fab, come on. Don't scare me like that. We're going a minute over, and it's done. The roof is jumping. All those, look at those fans. Look how excited they are. I mean, that guy thinks, like, nodding his head. I think he's on drugs. Yeah, but look at the rest of them. They are just thrilled. They're excited. I can't believe Chelsea just did that. Passionate. That was special, lads. No one expected that of us. I can't believe this. 5th position. That is the highest position in Swansea's history. I think in like the 80s they came 6th, if I remember correctly. So this is the highest position in their entire history. I have to look at this. There we go. It's just actually updated already. That is incredible. I'd love to know from you guys then. Obviously, we're going to have a quick look at the end of season awards. I actually don't think I've had a good look at it so far this season. But tell me, you guys, in the comment section, who do you think was the player of the season? Before you see, who do you think was our player of the season? I'm going to go with Jordan Ayew. I have to. He scored so many like last-minute goals. Those 2 goals against Huddersfield. It saved everything. I can't believe he's done that. Let's just see if there's anything else. We qualify for Europa League. I don't know what to say. It wasn't even through a cup. It was just through our position in the league. I feel kind of worried now. I feel like we're going to set like massive expectations for the second season. So that the board are going to say like, you have to get a top 10 position next season. And then we'll get fired because we'll end up being 12th or something. That's why I feel like it's going to happen. But that was incredible. That was Nathan Dyer's 275th league appearance. You can't overestimate how important he is. It was pretty special to end the season. How do you reflect on the season? We can look back with a lot of pride or sort of impact. Goals change. They change things whenever they're scored. Yep, they showed great character in that match. But yeah, let's have a quick look to see if it will show us the end of season awards. I'm not sure if that pops up next, or if not, I'll probably edit this out and we'll jump to that. But we'll see if it is here. It could actually be here. I'm like high right now. This is why I love this game. This game can just have those moments where things just all come together and you just feel amazing. It looks like we do have the end of season results, just like in real life. Record high for Swansea. That is incredible. Wow, my favourite team, the team I support, I've gotten to make... Nathan Dyer got Fans Player of the Season. Now, he did have the highest rating. And he did have the most assists. And he did even play, like, all the games. So I'm really happy with him. Jordan Ayew got second. Sanchez got third. Goal of the season was Tammy Abraham. Sign of the season was Hadara. I mean, it was him or Markovic. And young player was Sanchez. Let's watch this goal of the season. I want to see it. Sorry, guys. I'm just so happy right now. I have to just watch everything. I just want to read everything. Let's have a look. Oh, I remember this goal. Yeah, against Liverpool. This was an awesome goal. Dyer, look at that. Great ball by Dyer. Just perfect. That was just perfection. That shows you why we need to buy Abraham in the summer. I'm going to try and buy Sanchez and Abraham. 24 million. I don't think we can probably get him. But we will definitely try. And with Europe, you never know. They might be happy to come. Match of the season. 3-0 for Bournemouth. I thought the Huddersfield game was obviously bigger. 100% average attendance. That is incredible. And the season meeting. And I think, yeah, that's really it. Well, guys, we're in Europe. I hope you'll come and join us next season, where we'll be back with Swansea City in the Europa League. I'll be back with the first game of the next season. You'll be able to see what we've done during pre-season, what transfers we're going to do. I can tell you right now, obviously, new defenders. Fab is going to be leaving. We'll try and get Sanchez and Abraham in. I'm interested to see how much money we get as well. I'm wondering if they'll increase it because we're in Europe and because of our position. I'm excited to see what happens, though. Like I say, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. How did you feel about the first season? I would love to know if you guys have been enjoying it, obviously. And I'll see you next season. How are we going to beat this? I don't know. Should I just cancel the series now? I don't know how we're going to beat this feeling unless we win Europa League. That's the only way I can beat this high right now. But I'll see you then. Next season, Swansea City. We're going to keep flying high.